If you are not married yet, you need to watch this video, this reaction video, because I feel like it's a life lesson for who are everyone who's trying to get married and are not married yet. So let's get into the video because I'm excited.
Let's go to Ryan in Phoenix, Arizona. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, how are you? Thanks for taking my call today.
You got it, man. What's up?
So, let me give you a little backstory here. Been married for almost 14 years. Got married kind of young at 22. So it's just kind of the culture of where we grew up and religion, and the expectation is you get married young, you start having kids, right? And I tried calling off the engagement. Didn't feel like it was right. Still wanted to date more, and was convinced partially that maybe it was just anxiety that I should still go through with it. That led up to kind of the wedding day.
I just want to say something. If you have a second doubt of married a person, please think twice before getting married. Otherwise, you're gonna end up like this man. You're gonna end up like you need to trust your gut. When I got married to my husband, I didn't have a second thought or I didn't have a second thought. Yes, I was afraid. I was afraid because okay, I'm going to be with that man for all my life. Because for me, marriage means that I'm going to be with that man for all my life. It's not about that I'm gonna go get with that man and then if it's not working, I'm gonna divorce him. No. For me, with my husband, it was that because I'm getting married with him, it's gonna be for all my life. So I had that little fear inside my heart. Yeah, but I never doubt marry him. Never.
And even at the altar, where we're getting married, I wanted to say no. I knew that it wasn't right. And so, with these thoughts and these feelings, so I've been struggling with feelings of regret, second guessing pretty much our entire marriage, which has led to kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, never really fully committed 100%.
So you started to
And recently led to I feel like this kind of led to a recent affair that I had. And so I'm really struggling right now with this thought process. Do I stay? Do I go? She wants to make this work.
Why would she want to be married to somebody who has resented her for 15 years, 14 years?
That is a very good question. I don't know. And I've asked her that.
So I don't understand. The wife knows her husband doesn't want her. The wife knows the husband is cheating. She knows that her husband is not into her, but she still wants to get married to him. That's the problem. I'm sorry. That's the problem. And I think that that woman knew that before they got married. She knew it. Oh, yes, she knew it. We women, we know, we women, we know things. We know when a man doesn't want us. We know that, yes. And sometimes for most women, we know those things. But because of, I don't even know the reason, you want to be with that man. It doesn't matter if the man wants you or not. It doesn't matter. You just want to be with him. You're gonna get with the man, and then later on in the marriage, you're gonna be miserable and sad. Yes, you are going to be married, but you're gonna be miserable and sad. Like this woman, she's miserable and sad because her husband saying that he always has been 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So he has been cheating during that 13 years of marriage. He has been cheating on her. Okay.
Why is she the wrong person?
Good question.
And I want you to articulate it very specifically. And don't BS me. Like, why is she the wrong person?
I've always been attracted to other women more than her.
Okay. So say that in a way that is not a circling, passive aggressive way. You're not attracted to your wife?
I don't know how to word that.
Just yes or no, man.
Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
Okay.
He is not attracted to his wife. He doesn't like the body of his wife. I'm pretty sure he likes the character. I think his wife is a good wife. She has a good character. She's a good person. But his problem is this: he doesn't like the appearance of his wife. Maybe she doesn't have the type of body he likes. She doesn't have the face he like. She doesn't take care of herself the way he wants. I don't really know his problem. I don't know his problem, but he doesn't like the way his wife look. That's why, man, you always need to marry a woman that you are attracted to first. Her character, her behavior is going to be second, because for men it's all about the visual. And you see, for 13 years this man has been living with that woman, and he's still not like her. He's still not attracted to her even after 13 years. And women, you need to understand this: if your man is not attracted to you, if your man doesn't like your body, the way you look, the way you dress, the way you, if he doesn't like your physique, please don't marry him. If he say, "Oh, I don't care about your physique, I like your body, I'm sorry, I like your character and your behavior," girl, he's lying to you. Your husband or your man needs to be attracted to you physically. If your man doesn't shake when he's close to you, there's a problem. He needs to be attracted to you first physically. He needs to be attracted to your behavior, to your character. All those things are important, but all those things also goes together. Okay? You see that, man? Still not liking his woman after 13 years.
What about her do you not find attractive?
She was just or hasn't ever really just been my type, if that's even a thing. And I struggle saying this out loud.
I know, that's why I'm asking you to do it, because I want to get out of, you live, your whole existence is in your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And it's the articulation of some of these things that really turns the lights on the feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Because feelings are terrible GPS directors. They're fantastic indicators of car wreck ahead. You need to exit here, but they're terrible for giving directions.
Mm.
And your whole life is run by feelings. That's why I'm pushing you. I want you to articulate very specifically. Because I'll just throw something out there, okay? And I know I'm making it uncomfortable. I know it's hard what I'm asking you to do.
Yeah.
Let's say your wife is, you don't find her pretty because you think she's overweight. And you have always been attracted to someone who is not overweight, or in your mind isn't overweight. And you fixate on her weight and you lean in on, hey, what about this? And what if we ate like this? And what if we did this? Or whatever. Or there's some physical feature of hers. It's just not like, I just think other people are, whatever. That is feeling after feeling after feeling after feeling after feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want you to own, here's a big shift you've got to make. You're talking with what I call language. This led to this, which led to this, which led to me having an affair. I call bullcrap on that.
Yes.
You did have somebody that you felt all along, I shouldn't be marrying, and you married him. That happens.
Yeah.
And then every day for 14 years, you've chosen to be miserable. That is a conscious daily choice you have made. You consciously chose to sleep with somebody that wasn't your wife. Nothing led to another thing.
Your choice in life gonna determine how happy you are. He chose, yes, that man chose to be married to his wife. He chose to be miserable for 13 years. He also chose to cheat on his wife. He made all these choices, and that's why he's miserable and depressed. That's why I always say that your choice is going to determine the person that you are. It's going to determine your character, your behavior. It's going to put in the situation where you are right now. If you choose wrong, you're going to have bad consequences. If you choose well, hey, you're going to be happy.
Chose that. And I want you, the reason I'm saying that directly is I want you to own it, because that's the only way you can then take ownership of
He
what happens
never
next.
owned it. He never owned
Because
it.
you're going to be the guy that's like, is going to slowly drown your wife until she finally gets the courage to leave you,
Exactly.
because you haven't had
Right.
the courage to, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the courage to say,
And I maybe think that he wants his wife to leave him because he doesn't have the courage to leave his wife. He's a man that he's all about his feelings, so for him is much more better for the wife to leave him. He's going to be happier that way than him, because he's not a bad guy. Okay, he's not a bad guy, and his wife is not a bad woman. So it's a kind of difficult for him to just say, okay, I'm leaving you. Okay, because he likes his wife, but he's not in love with her. He's not attracted to her, but he likes her. Okay.
after 14 years, I've been lying to you. I actually am not attracted to you in this way. Or I think you're beautiful and I think you're wonderful. I'm actually attracted to her too, or her also, or to other women too, right? Does that make sense? And so
Yeah.
there's something about saying things out loud and truthful, even when they hurt and are awful and make you sound like a complete and total ass, which I think you can be, right? So
You are.
Totally.
it's all of that in together, but you're living in this mushy, emotive feeling world. And usually, if you listen to the show, I'm having to take big, tough guys and get them to sit in the emotional feeling world. You're the opposite, man. You got to get up and face reality.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, okay, so you let's I don't think it's true, but let's go with it. You made a mistake getting married, right?
Yes.
And you're married.
Yes.
Why have you chosen misery for 14 years?
Tell us. Tell us, man.
Good question. I feel
There you go. I don't care about your feelings.
or-
Why have you chosen misery?
I am a people pleaser at
Okay.
heart,
Excellent.
and
Thank
I
you.
don't like ruffling feathers, and I do that to the detriment of myself.
Thank you.
You do that to the detriment of your kids and to the detriment of your wife.
True. Yes.
And your faith
That
community.
is also true.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
People pleaser.
Can you think back to moments when y'all were in sync and connected?
I feel like you can be a people pleaser, okay? I feel like you can be a people pleaser for certain things. The rule of thumb is that it's not even good to be a people pleaser, okay? It's better to do the things for you, the things that are really going to make you happy. But sometimes I feel like you need to be a people pleaser, maybe for your kids, maybe for your spouse, because okay, they want something and you don't want it, but you're just going to do it for them. That's good. But be a people pleaser to please your family, to please your friend, for a thing that's going to be a long term for you, because marriage is like long term. Marriage is all your life. Marriage is to be with somebody. You're going to live with that person for years and years. You do not have to be a person pleaser or a people pleaser about that. About marriage, you need to be selfish. Choosing your spouse, choosing your mate, you need to be selfish. Because when you're gonna have problem, because there are problems in marriage, when your life gonna be hard with a person that you don't like, a person that you don't find attractive, man, your head gonna explode. Your head gonna explode because you're not gonna even think about the problem. You're gonna think about what am I doing with that person that I don't even like, that I'm not even attracted to? What am I doing here? That's gonna be your issue. and you don't want to be in that situation. That's why choosing the right spouse, the right person is so important. You need to be selfish about it. Okay, I mean selfish. I don't care if your mama, your dad want you to marry somebody and you don't want to be selfish.
Yeah, I think back and I've thought about this. My entire marriage hasn't been a complete sham. I've been happy. We've had happy moments. And I have a hard time sparsing out what was different then versus now, knowing that I've always had these underlying thoughts and regrets.
Isaac, this sounds so crazy, but I don't think you have. As the great Brene Brown says, what you go looking for, you're sure to find.
Yep.
Sure.
Tell me about this affair. Where'd you meet this person?
Yep. Tell
Work.
us.
Yeah. And how was it?
It was
Exciting.
Yeah.
Honestly.
What? It was exciting and
it fulfilled desires that I've had for a long time.
Okay.
About being with somebody that I was more attracted to.
What was beneath that attraction?
A physique. Man, talk. Her physique.
What do you mean?
Tell me if I'm off. You've been being told what to do your whole freaking life.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
And you've been riding through life on other people's train tracks your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And somebody else essentially picked out your wife for you. Somebody picked out the life for you. They picked out your church. They picked out the building. They picked out the little white picket fence around the house you were going to live in.
Yes.
Somebody else picked out the clothes that your kids are going to wear. They picked out the schools they're going to go to. Everybody's picked out your life for you.
Yes.
And I think you have taken all of that frustration and really what it is, it's rage. And you have put that on your wife. And then somebody comes along and yes, beautiful coworker, sexy coworker, laughs at your jokes, all those things. Maybe does things in bed that your wife won't do, like all that stuff.
Yep.
But beneath that is somebody looking you in the eye and saying, you're freaking Ryan. You can do anything. And for the first time in 14 years, probably 30 years, you felt alive. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. No, you're right.
And are you still with that person?
Yes.
With the affair?
Uh-huh.
No.
Did the air run out of that real quick?
You still are.
No. I actually changed jobs.
Okay.
But
if I'm being honest, I would love to go back.
Okay.
told you.
Yeah.
Have you given up on your marriage? And that's a question you've got to answer honestly. Because if you're out of your marriage, dude, have the courage to stop dragging your wife behind a moving car. It's cruel, man.
I agree.
He hasn't given up on his marriage. He just don't want to be there anymore. He's tired. He has been 13 years, 14 years. He's miserable. He doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want to be with her. He doesn't want it.
And that's where I have these huge conflicting arguments in my brain every single day.
It's a real simple argument. There's not conflicting back and forths. I am going to never call that woman again. Yes, she's sexy. Yes, she's beautiful. Yes, we had a wild, fun time and I felt alive. But it was cancer. I am going to never call her again. When pictures of her naked body pop in my mind or things we were doing together, when that pops in my mind, I'm going to intentionally choose to not think about it. I'm going to have another thought ready to go.
Easy to say.
And I will double down every second of my life will be committed to my wife moving forward. We're going to make this thing work.
Easy to say.
It's that or it's I'm out.
Yes. Man, you need to choose.
And both of them take bravery and you haven't displayed that yet.
Yeah. He's not brave.
No, because I'm afraid to.
Yeah.
And
you should be. And I'm going to tell you this 1,000%. And the people in the YouTube comments, bro, don't read them because they're going to be mean to you or they're going to be like, you just live your own life, YOLO, or whatever.
Right.
What's going to happen is you're going to go leave your wife, move into an apartment. You got kids too?
3.
Okay. You're going to leave your 3 kids, you're going to leave your wife, and you're going to move into an apartment. And you're going to have that hollow feeling, but this other girl's going to come over for a season. And then you're going to realize one day you're going to roll over when she spends the night, and you're going to catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, and you're going to realize you went with you to that new bed.
Yeah.
And you don't like Ryan. You never have.
Yeah.
And so you're trapped trying to get somebody else to make you feel worthy. And you found somebody at work, man. You found somebody that made you feel valuable and alive and excited, all those things. I believe with all my guts, any couple can reclaim that in their marriage if they both decide to. And make no mistake, your wife's got to participate in this too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But she can't participate in something that you haven't been honest about. Or that you've hem-hawed about, or you've been like, man, can we like spice some things up? And she's like, I don't really know what that means. And you're like, well, I need you to do these things so that I feel alive.
Yeah.
Or this particular sex act makes me feel alive. Or
I don't really think that the sex is the problem. I mean, they have 3 kids, okay? So I don't even think that the sex is the issue. The issue is that he's not attracted to her. He's not attracted to her. I think the sex is good, everything is good at home, but his problem is that he is not attracted to her because he said that when he started to cheat on his wife with that new woman, he felt alive. He felt alive for the fact that he's finally with somebody that he's attracted to. That's what he said. So I don't think the sex is a problem.
go away for the weekend, or when you do this with the kids, it makes me feel dead inside. Can we try something else? And that
Right.
starts with you being brave, not blaming her for not doing stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
So what are you going to do?
Tell us.
I don't know. And that's honestly, that's where I'm struggling the most, is knowing what to do. She wants to make it work.
Does she know you cheated on her?
She knows. Yeah.
Of course.
Where you've been in counseling and therapy.
She
which
would
is-
not still be wanting to make it work if you've been honest in therapy. And you haven't been.
Okay.
Have you?
No, I feel like I have been. Yeah.
You've told her you're not
she-
attracted to her and why?
I have told her all of the reasons, and she still wants to make this work.
It's a choice. I mean, it's a choice.
And so, I'm filled with guilt. I'm filled with shame. I'm filled with
Right.
regret. And, making one decision one way or the other, I'm afraid that if I make a decision, will I continue to regret and then have even more regret on top of regret
Yeah.
if I make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
And so we've been stuck in this holding pattern of going to therapy and talking, and her knowing that I'm still on the fence of not sure what to do. And
It's cruel. man.
I agree. I feel like I am holding her hostage.
You're holding yourself hostage.
Yourself, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
So decide. Make a decision.
Here's what I think. You can tell me I'm crazy.
I'm just gonna say this. That man all his life he has been telling what to do, how to act, how to behave, how to talk to people. They choose his wives for him, they choose his job for him, they choose everything for him. That's why right now he's calling for that man to tell him what to do next. He doesn't want to make his own decision. He has been used to being told to do things. And when that postcaster, I forgot his name, I'm sorry, asked him that, what are you going to do? He said, I don't know. How come you don't know? He said, I don't know, because he wants the host to tell him exactly which decision to make. He wants the host to tell him that quit your wife or don't quit your wife or do this or do that. That's what he wants. And it's very, very sad. I'm sorry. It's very, very sad. That type of man, he's a coward, okay? I'm sorry. He's a coward, okay? He's a grown ass man. He's not 20 or 15 years old anymore. He got 3 kids and still he's incapable to make a decision for his own life or for his family life. That's very sad. And my issue with all that, what am I going to say before I leave this video is that this man, he got two choices. Either he left his wife and his kids and he go find him the wife he likes or the life he likes. Either he suck it up, okay? Because he made a choice. He suck it up. He learned how to love or be attracted to his wife. He needs to work with his wife and say, okay, wife, I'm attracted to this or that. Maybe you need to wear more dresses. Maybe you need to do your makeup like this. Maybe you need to do your hair like this so I can be a little bit attracted to you. You need to do something. So he needs to suck it up, work with his wife, and preserve his family. The man has 3 kids with his wife. Okay. If he didn't have kids, I would have said that, okay, man, you already cheated on your wife, so you can divorce her because you already destroyed your marriage. But because they have 3 kids, I feel like it's very hard on the kids when their parents got divorced. It's very hard. And I don't understand why he kept having kids with his woman or with his wife, knowing that he doesn't love her, knowing that he is not attracted to her. Okay, I don't understand that. So he needs to do those things, suck it up, make it works, or he needs to divorce her and go have the life he wants to have, because right now he's miserable and he needs to accept that sometimes when we make bad decisions, we need to be accountable. We need to accept that. And that man made a bad choice. I don't understand why the wife still wants to be with him. Maybe because they have kids, she doesn't want to destroy the family dynamic, and I understand her. But I'm pretty sure that his wife, she knows since the beginning that that man wasn't attracted to her. So I think she's also to blame. Okay, she's also to blame because she put her foot somewhere that she thought that, oh, with times, with age, he's gonna like me, he's gonna want to be with me more. That's why she kept having kids. She said, oh, we're gonna have kids, so he's gonna be attracted to me. He's gonna stay. He's not gonna destroy our family because we have kids. Yes, a lot of women keep having kids, keep giving birth to with men that don't with men that don't want them. And understand this, woman, having kids is not going to make your man stay with you. Having kids we don't mean it's not going to make your boyfriend marry you. No. Okay. No, it's a fact. There are proof every day. There are women with kids out there. They are single and alone. The men left them. So having kids is not something that's going to retain a man or keep your man or be a man or make a man be with you. Okay, that's an illusion that women have in their mind. So that's all I have for you. If you're a single person, my advice for you is that if you want to get marry the person that you are first attracted to, and also a person who have a good behavior, good character, stuff like that. But you need to be attracted to that person, because when you love your husband, when you are attracted to your partner, when you love them, you are attracted to them. When there are issue and problem, you have the strength to fight for something that you like, for something that you are attracted to. But when you have somebody that you don't like, you are not attracted to, and you have problem, you don't have the strength to fight. Okay? See you in the next reaction video.